Hey Scorpios, happy Monday. What am I doing here? Upside down. How are ya? Happy Monday. I know it's late, better late than never, but we're still on Monday, right? Mostly. All right, so I am here to give you your reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Do you believe we're going into December? As I do this, it is the 30th of November, but tomorrow is December 1st. And I haven't even thought about Christmas. So welcome if you are brand new. Thank you for coming here. My name is 𝚂𝚚 and you're at 10 of Cups Tarot. I hope that you will take the time to subscribe once you see, all the really great interactions with the wonderful people that are here at 10 of Cups Tarot on a regular basis. You're going to want to be a part of this group. Just saying. If you hit the bell button on the bottom right hand side of the of this video, you will know when I am uploading. So you no longer have to follow me around to find out when I'm uploading for you. I will notify you when I'm uploading. So if you wouldn't mind, please giving a thumbs up to one of my videos, or 10 of my videos, or 100 of my videos. It's the way that I can be seen for other people in order for them to come in. And as long as I can keep growing, you guys, I can just keep coming here and offering you these free readings. And that's what I love to do. So if you are interested in any of the decks that I'm using, oh, sorry, those of you who come back time after time, I appreciate you the most because you are holding the door open for anybody new that is coming here. So thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. So we are starting with the Fountain Tarot. Why? Because this is a thinky deck. And when I use it for clarifying, it just takes forever. So I am going to be using this to start the reading with. If you don't know what a general reading means, please look below. This may not be your reading. It's not going to resonate with all, 30,000 people that are here. It's not going to resonate with everyone. So it may not be your reading. And if it is, I don't need to know that. I don't need to know if it's your reading. Maybe next week is your reading. Maybe a month ago was your reading. But I don't really need to know if it isn't your reading. But I really would love to hear the story if it does resonate with you. I really love to know who I'm reading for. And let me begin. All right, we are going to ask for some help though, because even though I've prayed over the cards that I'm using today, I still do need to ask for help from Archangel Michael, who gives me guidance, Archangel Chamuel, who gives me help in understanding this reading for you. And then I usually just call in my angels and guides just for signs and symbols. I do get pictures of things and I hear things while I'm reading. You guys, sometimes I read quickly, but it's because there's so much coming at me. You see the orbs, you see the energy around me, and sometimes it comes really quickly, and I just try and get as much information out to you as I can, because I don't know who I'm reading for, right? I don't know who of you in this large group of people that I'm reading for. So, all right, let's start with Fountain Tarot. And, oh, yes, I just got scolded for not cutting. Oh, gosh. All right, here we go. All right, so this is the Fountain Tarot. If you're interested in any of the tarot decks that I use, please look below in my Amazon store. Amazon.ca is what you'll see below in the description. And if you're interested in purchasing from there, just please know, full disclosure, I do get 10% of the sale. If you're uncomfortable with that, then purchase from wherever you feel comfortable with. I'm not looking to make $1 million. I'm just looking to have you have the cards that you want to have. That's all. All right, so we are going to start Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, please. Any information you can give us that is for the highest good of Scorpio, please. Our Scorpios. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead, please. We don't care really what you're giving us for the highest good. It could be love, life, family, career, home, children, husband, wife, partner. We don't care. We just want to know what's of the highest good here. Highest good for Scorpio. Aha, there we go. Got our first card. So the first one at the back is the Hierophant. So it could be something to do with someone who is a Taurus. This could also be something to do with love or with corporation. And we have the Knight of Wands. So I'm going to say that it's about maybe talking about passion in a relationship of some sort. I'm going to say marriage just because the Hierophant is here, and the Hierophant is really about clergy and about marriage. So the Knight of Wands is here, and then we have the Knight? Nope, Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. So for me as a reader, the Nine of Swords is where you're putting down your burdens. The Ten of Swords is where you walk away. Things come to a painful ending. And, you know, sometimes painful, sometimes really not. But either way, 9 is where you put down the swords, the communications and connections that have been unkind, things that have made you uncomfortable, if not worked for you. That's where you put down those burdens and stop holding grudges. And then when the 10 comes up, that's when you just decide to walk away. What else do we have here, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for our Scorpio folks. Ooh, there we go. We have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands tells me that there is something at the crossroads. So I feel, Scorpio, that we are still on this whole, you know, what's at the crossroads thing for you. You are going to the crossroads, trying to find out if there is another path that you can take. I feel like the Scorpio I'm connecting with is wanting to take a different path in love. Two of Wands tells me that you're going to the crossroads to see if there's anything else there for you, to see if there's another path for you to take, because I don't think you're happy with the path that you're on, to be honest. One more card, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the Sun of Scorpio, please. Whoops. And there we go. You gave me two, and I will take them. There we go. We have the Page of Wands, which tells me that you are interested in going on another path to love. Maybe something that makes you passionate or makes you feel passionate. I feel like this could still be about work, a workplace thing. So I do see that there is the Knight of Wands here and the Hierophant. This could either be about a relationship, or this could be about a job that you're really passionate about, something that you want to do that is really making you passionate. So putting down the burdens, going to the crossroads to see if there's anything else that's there for you, for another path that you might want to take. I feel like you're in stagnant energy, you're bored, you've been sitting here in the Nine of Swords, thinking and overthinking things, not sleeping at night, thinking about a particular person. It could be someone who is a fire sign. To be honest, I have the Hierophant, who is Taurus. I have the Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Wands. These are all wands, you guys. It's all about actions that have been taken against you, passionate action. So passionate action you're taking, or passionate action that's been taken against you. And the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So I see a lot of actions going on here. The only thing I see here is that you're overthinking it, and you're not coming forward to the Two of Wands just yet to find out which path you want to take. What are we going to use to clarify? I think I'm going to use this deck here. Let me just pull that deck. This is the Wisdom Seekers Tarot. Love the depictions, beautiful deck, very comfortable in the hands, very good cardstock. All right. Yep, I can go ahead and cut these. Pardon me. Too much coffee tonight. How else would I be awake this late doing all this kind of brain work for you, huh? Right? Okay, so we are looking at the Hierophant and the Knight of Wands. So first of all, clarifying, the Hierophant is the Queen of Cups. So I don't think this is about work. I have a feeling it's about a person. I have a feeling it's about someone that, Scorpio, that you feel could be... the Queen of Cups can be male or female energy. It can be a male who favors the female side. It can be a female who favors their female side. And this is just energy that we're reading. We are not reading genetics or gender here. So the Queen of Cups tells me that the Hierophant is... it's probably about love. I feel like that you are connected to someone who you feel is either a water sign. It could be someone who is Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, or this definitely is you and your energy. So the Hierophant and the Queen of Cups, marriage to someone who is very deep, very loving, and very kind, or you are married to someone who could very well be a Taurus, who is earth energy. And slow-moving earth energy, good in business, someone who is usually financially stable or doing pretty well at it anyway. One more for the Hierophant, please. Clarify the Hierophant. What do we have for the Hierophant, please? Hierophant. Nope, too many. Hierophant, please. Clarify. Clarify the Hierophant, please. There we go. And we have the Queen of Swords. So I feel as though the Queen of Swords energy is telling me that there's been some trouble in paradise. And the Queen of Swords is someone who speaks up, but doesn't necessarily speak kindly. They speak truthfully. And those two things are very different. And it's very different about how you can approach this as the Queen of Swords energy. You can tell somebody off, not really care how they feel, or you can, with the Queen of Cups energy, you can kind of go with the flow and sort of get your point across without really hurting feelings. I feel like whoever I'm speaking with is having a rocky time in their marriage. Someone who is, someone maybe in your marriage who is complacent, that you are starting to speak up and you don't usually speak up, Scorpio. Someone who is telling you to take a step back because you're saying too much. But you know what? It's time. It's time for you to speak up. You've been in this energy for quite some time now, and it's time for you to speak up and perhaps decide what you're going to do with your future. We have the Knight of Wands here. I'm just going to clarify. Knight of Wands, what are you passionate about? We have the Six of Swords. You might be passionate about moving away. You also might be passionate about just taking what you feel belongs to you. And that could be just the things that you've learned, because swords are all about communication and connection. Whatever goes on in the mind, right? You could be, of course, I'm going to drop a freaking card and it's not going to be anywhere where I can grab it. Oh, hang on. Where is it? There it is. Of course, I always go right under the chair, you guys. Always. All right. So we have the Sun, Six of Swords. So I think that you have decided that you are going to move along. I think that you're going to take what you've learned. You're going to learn from that stuff, and you're never going to do that again. You're just going to keep moving. I feel like the Sun is here to say that you're making better decisions than you used to make, that you are, with the Leo energy here, you are making clear, concise decisions that are going to benefit your future. I think that it's been quite some time since you actually made a move forward for you only. I think that you continue to make good decisions for everyone else, and that you end up on the back burner, Scorpio. So it's time for you to move yourself to the front. It's time for you to feel the sun, to live under the sun, to be warm under the sun, to grow, to be able to see into the future, and to be able to make good decisions based on, the power of the sun. The sun is very powerful, and it is all about, brightness and love is really what it is. Brightness, love, and warmth. Okay, so then we have the Nine of Swords, and clarifying that, we have the Eight of Swords. So I feel like it's stuck, stagnant energy. And the Eight of Swords is telling me that there is... you feel like you can't move. You're ready to put down your burdens, the Nine of Swords. You're ready to put down those burdens, but the Eight of Swords tells me that you're stuck in stagnant energy, and you've been wanting to move forward with this for a while, but you have not. And I think it's because you're scared of that Queen of Swords energy coming at you. What else do we have for the Nine of Swords, please? Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords. There we go. Nine of Swords, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So the Eight of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune are clarifying the Nine of Swords. So I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, that there is going to be, life is now going to be moving forward. If you decide to take that leap, to move, to leave, to live under the sun, under your own terms, I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is ready to turn in your favor, but once you get out of the stagnant energy. Why is the Two of Wands here, please? Two of Wands for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the first week of December. And we have the Ace of Swords. So the Two of Wands tells me that you're going to the crossroads. You're going to the crossroads to look about whether you should go this way or that way. And I feel as though you have a conversation to have with someone. You need some clarity on something. And then we have the Seven of Cups. I feel like whatever the clarity is needed here, it is about something emotional. It's about you having a lot of emotional choices to make in your life coming up. And I think that's why you're at the crossroads. For the Page of Wands, we are clarified with Temperance. Page of Wands is about it's about good news. It's about taking a new path and passion. It's about something that you've wanted to do for quite some time, and you've been feeling nervous to do that. But I feel like with Temperance, you're feeling a little better about that. You're feeling more balanced. You're not hot. You're not cold. You're kind of in the middle, and you're thinking, you know what? maybe it is time I took a new path in passion. And then we have the Five of Swords. There's been some arguments in your relationship. So arguments, these are external arguments, not internal. So it's not something that you're going through. It's something that you're going through with your partner. And then we have the World card. And the World card tells me that you're going to the Two of Wands. You're going to the Two of Wands to find a new path, and you're ready to close the chapter on whomever you're with now. All right, Seven of Wands. We have the last card here, Seven of Wands. It's about being defensive in passion or relationship. It's about being defensive about things that people are saying about you and actions people are taking against you. But you know what? You're taking the higher ground, because that's what Scorpio does. Scorpio's smart enough to know how to take the higher ground and not really ruffle feathers, right? Taking the higher ground is what you need. So the Seven of Wands tells me that there is a Six of Cups here. You are defensive about someone who is in your past that is coming forward. You feel it, Scorpio. You are a water sign. Water is a conductor of energy. You feel that energy coming toward you. And the Six of Cups tells me that it's someone that you already know. This energy that's coming toward you, you're feeling defensive about because you know them from the past. And I feel as though that when you did know them in the past, you did get some reciprocity from them. But I also feel as though you had a parting that now is making you feel very defensive about the energies that they possess and having to deal with those energies again. All right, let's clarify one more time here. I'm going to use the Light Seers Tarot. Let's clarify here. Okay, so we have the Hierophant here, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Why do we have the Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups here? Because of the Fool. So I feel like you have an argument within your marriage, that it is a very deep-seated argument, something that has had to... has been on the back burner for quite some time, Scorpio. I don't think you've been comfortable bringing it forward and talking about it because you didn't want to end this relationship. You didn't want it to be on you, Scorpio. That's what I'm hearing. You didn't want it to be on you. So you finally go forward into this talk with your, the relationship and the talk with your spouse or your partner. And I feel like it doesn't go well. I feel like there's some really deep-seated sadness and anger. And I feel like the Queen of Swords energy comes out and said, look, I'm done with this. I'm done with listening to you, obeying you. I'm done with you getting your way and me not getting anything. I'm done with being on the back burner. So you decide that you're going to move forward with the Fool card, with the new energy going forward. It makes sense because you are planning on closing this relationship here. You are planning on, closing this cycle here. I do have the World card here. But first of all, let's go and clarify. We've got the the Knight of Pentacles, right? Yep. Nope, Knight of Wands. So we have the Knight of Wands here, which tells me that you are passionate about the conversations that are going on in your relationship. And that is clarified by the Sun and by the Six of Swords. So that tells me that there has been talk about you having a new life and moving forward. Six of Swords tells me that you could want to move away. You could just want to take whatever you've learned and keep moving and let your partner keep everything. That you're not interested anymore in being stunted and not having a growth period. So the Sun and the Six of Swords. Why do we have that here, please? Because of the Four of Cups. So I feel like the Sun has come out to tell you you've been bored. You've been complacent in your relationship for a very long time. I feel like you've been bored. It's kind of been Groundhog Day. Conversations that you guys have just don't ever get resolved. Nothing gets resolved and things keep moving forward, but not in a way that you're happy with. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords tells me that something is going to happen that you're not expecting. So let's take another deck here. I have the Universal Celtic Tarot. That's what I'm using to clarify the Knight of Swords. I like to do that because I want to know what's coming, don't you? The Knight of Swords. Yeah, I will cut these. Hang on a sec here. All right. Knight of Swords. What is Scorpio not expecting? What's going to happen? And Scorpio is just not expecting this to happen. What is going to happen here? The Empress. So it could be a couple of things. Now, just remember that I'm reading from few people. That's why I give you the scenarios, okay? I don't want to hear about... That's not my reading. It may not be your reading. So move along. That's okay. You don't have to be mean about it. Just move along. The Empress is someone who is a Taurus and a Libra. She's very creative. And I say she because she is the mother of the deck. There is a father of the deck and he's the Emperor. So the Empress could be someone who is male and favors their Empress side. It could be someone who is female and favors the Empress side. So the Knight of Swords tells me that something is coming that you don't expect. What you don't expect is the Empress, the Taurus, or the Libra, who's going to come to your rescue. I've just heard not really the rescue, not really coming to the rescue, but someone who is going to help you move forward in your life by maybe giving you advice, or someone who is a reader or is a psychic, or someone who, a psychologist, psychiatrist, someone who can give you some life pathing help. Oh, look at that. And then we have the Emperor. Okay, so now we have the husband and the wife here. We have the mother and the father of the deck together. So what you're not expecting, Scorpio, is there's actually in your future there is a person who is your perfect match, who is coming, who you're moving towards. I don't think they're coming toward you, but I think you're moving toward them. And what you don't understand is, yes, you've been in this relationship here for a very long time. Could be since you were a teenager, could be, 20 years. But I feel like you know that it's done. They know that it's done. I feel like the Queen energy comes up, the Queen of Water and the Queen of Swords comes up. They kind of mix about great, big, deep dives in this relationship and a lot of conversation and a lot of off with their heads. I think there's a lot of hardship coming up in this conversation. But I think what you don't know, that what Spirit does know, is that you have a perfect match out there somewhere. You have someone who is your person, and that person could be an Aries. That person could also be Taurus or Libra. But nonetheless, there is a pair here. Mother and father of the deck are present. All right, so then we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is giving the energy of the Eight of Swords. So you're stuck. You want to end this. You want to put down these communications and connections that have been mean to you, bad for you. You're thinking these over. Stuck in the energy of the Eight of Wands, stagnant information, stagnant energy. But then the Wheel of Fortune shows up, right? We're in the wrong deck for clarifying. Hang on. All right, so we are looking at the Wheel of Fortune. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Swords, please. Clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Swords. Thank you. We have the Eight of Swords. So yeah, I think that you are in stagnant energy right now. I feel like you want to be single, that you know you can kill it on your own, that you want to be single, but I think you're scared to move forward. However, the Wheel of Fortune is here. So you don't have to be worried about that. Things are going to move in your direction the way they're supposed to, because the major arcana cards, like the Wheel of Fortune, are telling you this is what Spirit wants for you. Then we have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands being at the pinnacle. Should I go left? Should I go right? Which path should I take? Seven of Cups tells me that you have a lot of opportunities, and it's really confusing and can be scary. And then we also have the Ace of Swords, which tells me you're just wanting to go off to get clarity on the things that have come up in your life. Someone you need to speak with at the crossroads. Someone who you think is waiting at the crossroads, or someone you're going to meet at the crossroads. Someone that you need to get clarity from. It's been a while since you've seen them, and I think you know that they're at the crossroads in their life as well, and that you feel that they will be there to meet you there. What else do we have for the Seven of Cups, please? Seven of Cups and the Two of Wands, please. We have Page of Pentacles. So starting something new, something brand new. Could be something new in love. I think it is. I think you're planning on getting rid of this Five of Swords energy. I feel like when you start new, well, you know, the Five of Swords energy is still here for you because you're unsure of what you're doing. I feel like you know. innately you know, Scorpio, you know what you want, you know who you want, you know what you should be doing, but I feel like your mind is holding you back. And I think that's why we're seeing the Eight of Swords twice. You're stuck in your energy, stagnant energy, not moving forward, not moving backward. I think that you need to learn how to move forward in order for you to be happy. I just don't think you're happy where you are. The World card. Clarify the World card, please. What is closing? What cycle is closing here? World card, please. What cycle is closing here? Why is the World card here, please? We have here 2 cards. We're going to take those. Temperance. Excuse me. Temperance, the World card. Telling me that when you close the chapter, that's when you finally do get your balance. But then you're feeling bad about that. You're feeling about ending the old relationship. Then we go to, what else do we have here? Temperance and 5 of Swords. Who are you arguing with here? You want to get rid of this 5 of Swords energy. Yeah, so I think you get in your vehicle and you go. I think this relationship, as I said last time, is over. I think it's over and you are now in search of the things that'll make you happy, rather than putting yourself back on the back burner and just slowly, quietly dying, right? Dying in your own energy. So then we have the 7 of Wands, which tells me that you're kind of defensive, but taking the higher ground. 6 of Pentacles, you just want balance here, and you want 6 of Cups. It is someone that you know that you're going to meet at the crossroads. Clarify the 6 of Pentacles, please. 6 of Pentacles and 6 of Cups, please. You are going to meet that person at the crossroads. And I feel like you have manifested this, that you've been thinking about this for a very long time, but you just haven't put it into action yet. Meeting this person at the crossroads is going to cause a tower for you. And let's just not be afraid of the tower for a moment and feel that. Let's feel that, okay? The tower doesn't always have to be a bad tower, right? It can, in fact, be a tower of the 3 of Pentacles. It can be about partnership. I think you're just scared of the new partnership because you've been in this relationship for such a long time, Scorpio, that I think you've forgotten what it's like to feel happiness. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, you're going to speak to someone at the crossroads. That is what is going to cause the tower, I believe, that there's going to be a heavy-duty conversation about partnership. And then we have the Knight of Swords. There is also going to be passion. You're passionate about somebody who has, who you think is at the crossroads, is at the end of their relationship as well. So I feel as though, because innately you know that you're going to the crossroads, the 2 of Wands, to take action there, to speak to them, Ace of Swords, to speak to them, get clarity and find out what's going on. I think it's going to end up in passion, by the way. The Knight of Wands, I think you're passionate about them. I think they're passionate about you. There's going to be a lot of conversation. The Queen of Swords has showed up here as well. All right. So now we need advice, right? Advice here. Here we go, Scorpio, advice. And we are using the Divine Energy Oracle. That's what this is. Advice, please, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead, please. The week ahead. Advice, please, for Scorpio. Oops, too many. Scorpio needs advice. We are not using a whole half deck for advice. All right, advice 1, 4. There we go. We'll take those ones off the top. And what have we got? We've got live your soul and not your role. Someone has put you into this little box of who they think you should be, and you've been compliant. Up till now, Scorpio, you've been compliant of who that person expects you to be, wants you to be, and told you what to be. But I think you are going to be starting to make necessary sacrifices in order to change tracks here. You're going to change tracks and you're going to bust out of that cocoon, and you are headed off to the 2 Wands. You're headed off to the place where you're going to meet this person to have a conversation. And I would love to hear that conversation. I want to be a fly on the wand. So let me know if this is something that resonated with you. If it did, please leave me a message below. I always love to hear your messages. I answer as many of them as I can. And I thank you so much for coming here. If you're interested in getting a reading before the end of the year, you guys, it is getting it is getting close. I don't have very many spots left. So if you're interested in booking a reading, please contact me soon. It's going to have to be within the next 24 or 48 hours. Things are booking up so fast. Okay. I'm going to go for now. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for all that you do. And thank you for giving me a thumbs up. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you so much for hitting that bell, because it really does help me in the work I do and how to grow and help as many people as I can. All right. I'm going to go. Thanks for coming. Bye.